Hey, this is the Kubeflow community meeting for the 27th of May, 2025. Uh, we have a CNCF code of conduct as usual. Be nice to each other is pretty much the gist of that. We've got lots of events and things, and we've got an update from the new outreach committee, which we will pass to in 2 seconds. But before that, if anyone's new in the community and wants to just say hi, say if you've never been to the meetings or you've never said hi before, feel free to just like either type in chat or raise your hand and say hi. If not, then always welcome new people. If not, we will. Okay, there's lots of people here, but okay, cool. I do want to give a welcome to all the GSOC people as always. There's lots of GSOC people. I don't know if they're here, but it's great to have all these new people. Uh, before we hand off to the steering committee, outreach committee, I just want to remind everyone she's going to say the same thing. But if you have a CFP that you haven't submitted for KubeCon NA, it is almost too late. You have to do it today by like about 12 p.m., 11 p.m. safer Eastern time. So make sure you do that. Okay, I'll pass it off to Valentina.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. So I'm part of the outreach committee. We have many events, of course. We have the Kubeflow Virtual Symposium, it's hosted by the CNCF, and that is in July. The call for proposals is due today. So is that. So that one is here today. We also have, we just opened a few days ago, the Kubeflow Summit, KubeCon North America. CFPs are open, and that you have more time. So if you're planning on submitting to the Kubeflow Virtual Symposium, or if you already did, please submit also to Kubeflow Summit, KubeCon. So the Kubeflow Summit, KubeCon, if you haven't been there, is a really great opportunity to connect in person with different members of the community, from end users to contributors and distribution. So check it out and reach out if you have any questions. All the links are there in the meeting notes. Additionally, as Matthew mentioned, the KubeCon North America also is due today. It's at the end of the day in Eastern time. So you do have some hours that is due today. So if you haven't started working on your abstract, please do. Some of you reach out also for help. So if you need any help with, reviewing submissions or anything, just reach out. We're happy to review it and provide any feedback. Additionally to that, PyTorch conference also is coming up. That could be a great opportunity also to showcase Kubeflow and how it interconnects with PyTorch. So it's a great community as well. So I don't think we have submitted before, but it's an interesting conference as well that could give us an opportunity to really talk about how Kubeflow works with PyTorch. Also, PyTorch community has the VLLM project and others. So yeah, check it out and reach out if you need anything. That's just more me, I look at some conferences that were there, so just wanted to share with all of you to see if you have interest. So a couple of things. If you are new, if you haven't submitted a conference before, so as I mentioned, we're happy to help with your abstract. If you want to, maybe you are alone and you are like, hey, maybe I don't have too much experience, I would love to join someone. So reach out in some of our Slacks, maybe in Kubeflow, like contributors. If you have an idea, like, hey, I'm looking for someone else to, do this. But if you're experienced as well, or if you're an end user, we would love to hear from you. So anyone is welcome, and doesn't matter if you are an experienced speaker or if you are new. You need to start somewhere. So don't be afraid. Submit your session. Good luck, and reach out if you need any help. So a lot of opportunities here to speak. It's also a great opportunity. We know a lot of you are working hard on Kubeflow, on contributors, on contributions, or I don't know, doing I don't know, even the release team, right? You're helping so much. So why not submit and talk about your experience and your knowledge? So this is a great opportunity for all of you all. I think there's a hand raised. Yes.
Yeah, hello. Question about the virtual symposium. I have applied, but I didn't hear back. I want to know whether we also need to provide our presentation in advance to be, I don't know, checked or something like that.
Yeah, so the CFPs are due today. Let me give you let me see if it's this one. I will give. Yeah. Give me
Actually,
one
that's there.
second.
Yeah, go to that one.
Is
So
it
you've
that
submitted
one?
it through
Yeah.
here, right? Is this
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, yeah.
You've
Yeah.
submitted
So
something. Is that right, Mahdi?
Sorry.
Have you submitted this? So here through here.
Yeah, about
So you won't hear back until the CFPs close, obviously.
yeah. So Monday, June 9 is when the speakers are notified. I think you were asking about that.
okay.
So
And for the
but you have
second one,
submitted it, right? You have submitted
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. You're good then.
prove
You're
it
fine.
second.
As long as you put
Yeah,
you put enough information, right? You put what you were going to talk about and everything. Yeah. Then you're
yeah,
good.
yeah. And about the second one, I am not sure if I can get the visa, but can we, I don't know, record the presentation and someone helps like,
So that has happened before. If you think if you want to go either way, you should organize that as early as possible, right? Of course, if you need a visa, if you need to book flights, it is in America for everyone. We're talking about KubeCon NA. It's in Georgia. So if you get selected, they will make accommodations, obviously. They do like you to be in person, but you can give a remote thing.
okay, okay, thank you.
Especially, I mean, at the
Yeah.
moment, things can be difficult for certain groups, so yes.
Okay, I thought that you will evaluate the
Not me. No. So
submissions.
this one is the CNCF that evaluates these ones. There's technically
Ah,
some people like myself are on the panels who choose, but it's not only Kubeflow people. This is for you can talk about Kubernetes, you can talk about anything.
okay, but for the first one, the Kubeflow team will decide.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and with that in mind, also, I don't want to forget for the Kubeflow Summit, you can fill out that form to be part of the program committee. So if you, are contributed to Kubeflow, there's a great opportunity for you to be part of the program committee. So highly recommended. The deadline is Thursday, this Thursday. So yeah, the link is there.
So these are the people who are actually choosing the things. I think you might have to be listed as a
Exactly.
maintainer in the CNCF's lists to be eligible, but who knows?
I don't know.
I know that they send out
Yeah.
emails to the maintainers list, but I don't know. I don't know if there's any other requirements. Anyway, if you think
Yeah.
you're eligible, you're probably eligible. If you think you are, though, just apply. Yeah, it's a lot
Worst
of work.
case,
It is a lot of work. I just want to highlight that you get hundreds of papers you have to review, but you
that's
do get a
true.
free
That's true.
ticket. You do get a free ticket if you do enough. Sorry.
Yeah, no, and that's true. So worst case you submit, you don't get selected, but yeah, as Matthew said, if you get selected, you spend so many hours. Not many, but yeah, some hours reviewing all the CSPs. But it's a fun process. I enjoy it, and it's a good way to give back to the community. So yeah, in terms of community, in terms of virtual events, in-person events, a lot of opportunities. Check it out. Reach out if you have any questions. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Anything else
Yeah.
from the committee? When do you guys meet out of interest?
So we met today. I don't think we have something to discuss here today yet. When we met today, we started discussing a couple of topics. One was the reference architectures. The other one, to be honest, is about the Kubeflow Virtual Symposium. We are trying to that we don't have as many submissions as we are expecting. So we are looking into that right now to see if we need to,
Especially if we've
what
got
would be the next
KubeCon NA
steps.
so close. I do worry that these
Yes,
two events are so close.
yeah, exactly. So there
Yeah,
is a concern about that.
if you
Yeah,
have, I mean, obviously it's possible to, I guess it is virtual, and I guess you could make it, half a day or something, but,
but
but
still, yeah.
yeah, if
So
you have problems, yeah, but yeah, because I imagine most people are going to want to submit for the North America and these ones.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, more communication will come up soon, but still, like if you want to apply, apply, and and you can also submit the same for Kubeflow Summit as well. So yeah, we do have concerns on that one. They are very close, and we are expecting more CFPs. So yeah, in terms of outreach, that's all
So when
I
is your
have
meeting?
for now.
Is your meeting on the calendar? Is my main question.
We met already
I
30
know, but
minutes
like, is your
ago.
meeting on the
It's
calendar, right?
monthly. Yeah, it should be. It's monthly
Is
meeting.
let's just confirm so that we
So,
can. So if people want to go, they can.
Yeah,
When's your next
should
one?
be there. If not, so let me check.
Okay,
It
I
should
don't
be at
think
the
it's on
end
this
of
calendar yet.
June. Okay, it should be at the
Oh
end.
wait, end
Okay,
of
if
June.
not, it's not there.
No, I
Maybe
think
we
you
need
might
to
need to make
update
a
it.
pull request into
Yeah,
the calendar.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Cool,
No, that's good. Thanks for mentioning that. Okay,
awesome. And make sure you have a
great.
public Google Doc that is commentable by Kubeflow Discuss, but not editable by Kubeflow Discuss as well. Pro tip there.
Yeah.
And cool, awesome. Thank you very much for your guys' work. Hopefully, let's move on to the release because I guess you're also talking about
Of course. But yeah, connected with outreach as well, and also with the release. So the social media channels, we are discussing as well on the outreach, like who has access right now, and we do have this issue that sometimes we don't know who has access, or the person who had access is not, active on the community, and how the rest of us can get access. So one of the things is, I think LinkedIn. I think it's only Chase right now having access to the social media. And the other thing is YouTube, which the Qflow channel, I
Yeah,
don't
no
think
one has that
anyone.
yet. Yeah, so we're working on that one. We have the community one, but the idea is that the community one's only for like recordings.
So where are we with that, with the
I'll
YouTube
need to I'll need to
thing?
follow up with Google because it was owned by Google previously. So
Mm,
I need to get that. That needs to be transferred to be clear. But like they don't have a choice. That we own the trademark. You know what I mean? In some sense, they're
yeah.
violating our trademark right now. Not really, but in some sense. Um, so but it's just a technicality. They need to change it into one of us being the owner, and then we can add other people. But yeah.
So Matthew, do you have an issue open with them, or are you on?
So we
What,
just
what's
like
that
we just
question?
need to talk to the specific people who have it because even generally most people don't have it. It's like it is specific
Yeah.
Google email addresses that have it. So
Mhm.
we need hopefully we'll fix it. I think James, if you want to reach out to James Wu or James Lu, I think they both have it, I believe. So
Oh, okay. Chance Wu and who else?
the two Jameses. I don't know how to say the last name of
Two
the other one.
Chances.
They
but
both Googled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matthew, just as a reminder, last time we went, I've added in the meetings notes the YouTube, sorry, the GitHub issue speaking about this YouTube main channel. Both James mentioned that they do not have ownership rights of that channel.
They probably only
And
edited. Okay.
yeah, they can only upload a video for us. So the right question to ask them is not to share the rights because we already know that they can't. We needed to ask them to help us
My
find.
suspicion is that Taya from Google probably has it. I haven't confirmed if she works at Google still. She was running their program office for a while. So I'd say they should know that internally though. They should be able to reach out to them. So
Both James last time mentioned that from their view of the channel, so you cannot see who's the owner of the channel. You can only see that you are a manager in the channel, but you cannot see who's the owner.
we can. There's two options. We can just reach out to, ironically, to YouTube, which is Google, and get it back through trademark reasons. But also, I think it's going to be Taya, right? I don't know for a fact she works at Taya Limpkin.
I don't know.
If someone, I don't know. So if okay, I can reach out. Well, I can reach out to her and ask, but we'll see. Okay. Because
Okay.
the problem is if she's left Google, which I don't think she has, but like if she has, then the email won't be associated. She won't be able to log into her email anymore. So like it might be a problem. Uh, this is why we need people who are in the like have their normal emails, having at least one person has the ownership. You know what I mean? Yes.
Got it. Okay. But they could upload a video if we need to, but no, the owner, they cannot transfer ownership, right?
Correct. If
No,
get
yeah.
hold on of one of the two James, they have manager access right to that YouTube channel. So it means that if we give them the video, they can upload it for us with the description that we give it to them. But we
Great.
will still be in the same position that we were 1 year ago
Yeah.
for.
Yeah. We need to solve the problem. But in the short term, we can ask them to upload because we also have the release video for 1.10, which finished some weeks ago, to
Yeah.
be uploaded. So Matteo, do you want to ask them?
I can. I don't know how to easily reach out to them. I think it would be easier for James to reach out through the internal Google messaging system because they're much more likely to respond. Uh, but I'd imagine just just remind them that Taya used to run the program and just check if she still works there. If she does, then she's almost certainly a manager, is what I'm trying to say, an owner of the channel.
Okay. So there are two things.
If not, then
One,
they can just use their internal people to get access because they are literally Google. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. So one thing I can follow up, or Matthew, let me know if I should follow up, or you will follow up with the YouTube people and trying to get us access. And then the second is like, Matteo, can you reach out to James, or I can reach out as well to see if we can get the video uploaded into YouTube?
Let's try to use
for the
the
release?
CNCF Slack and sort of like have all of us, so me, you,
Yeah.
Matt, Andre, so that we sort of like we sort it out. I will see if I can start a thread later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so now,
And then
let's-
LinkedIn, I think it's only Chase as well. And I don't know, I don't know who else has ownership.
the LinkedIn, I think it was Amber had an owner. I don't know if LinkedIn has brand accounts. Anyway, you guys can figure that out, I'm sure. Let's move on to the release. But it's Amber. Amber definitely has it.
Okay. I
Okay.
think Andre too, I can ask him. Yeah, for the release, so we release 1.10. Well, 1.10, yeah, we need we had the issue, Matthew, with
Okay,
the
yes.
URL.
I might need to reach out to the hosting service as well, but yes, I do need to change the DNS.
So what's the
But we need to
process?
also
Like,
merge. We also need to merge. So like there's a couple of the reason I haven't had time to do it is because someone needs to raise it. Well, we need to merge another PR that turns off the old. Effectively, the process is you need to add a DNS entry. Sometimes that doesn't work, so you need to then contact Netelify, who hosts the service, and tell them to refresh the domain. You need to have a domain the same name as the URL that you want has to be existing under here, and that has to have the content that you want. And so you can still retroactively update old branches. The other problem is that obviously Kubeflow needs to have on the drop-down box, it needs to have, well, actually it has 1.0, but that probably goes to an empty. Okay,
yeah.
And then the last step is that you need to go to the old one, which is 1.9, and mark it as archived. So if I go to 1.8, you'll see that it has archived. And what this does is this just tells people that they should go to the latest version. It also, as a byproduct of this, once we merge, there's a pull request that hasn't been merged yet, but as a byproduct of this for all the old ones, it tells Google not to index these because previously we were having issues where Google was indexing all these old ones. And so when I go to 1.9 right now, well, you have to go back to go to 1.9, but when you go to 1.9, this archive list isn't here because we've chosen not to do that for the old ones because they were worried about people getting confused, even though it doesn't actually say archived, it just says, this is not the latest. But anyway, so we need to turn that flag on this one. And then we also need to, obviously do need to create that DNS entry. So, I mean, yes, lots of people
What
can
do
make that
you,
DNS, but
yeah, what do you, can you tell me how to do the DNS entry or have it documented?
I don't know how to give anyone, I don't think I can give anyone else access to do it, but James Wu and the ex-Googlers can also do it. I believe also the CNCF can do it, but it's easier if we do it. It's like a GCP account you need at like access in.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's pretty easy to do. I just haven't had time to do it, or again, other people can do it. But also, as I was saying though, as soon as you do that, you should turn on the you might need to
Yeah,
reach out to Netelify. It's pretty straightforward. Let me just make sure I'll just open a tab and try to remember. Okay, cool.
So Matthew, will you be able to do it?
Yeah, I should be able to. I can check that I still have access.
Great.
I can literally do it after this meeting. It's actually very easy. But we do need to fix. There's like 2 pull requests that I've made that will need to be merged as well. But I might need to
Yeah,
revet.
if you send me one as an example, I can build the one to archive the previous version.
Well, this one's here. So like effectively what should have happened is that this, again, the problem is that people didn't want to rename master to latest, whatever. So I need to make a version of this pull request that only adds this piece of code here. Anyway, well, this is very technical. I'll make the DNS and then we can talk. I'll point you at the right code later.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds great. Thank you so much. Okay, in terms of the release, yeah, as you know, we released at 1.10. We're still figuring out a couple of things that are left. So thanks everyone again who participated. We also did a minor release, 1.10.1, a couple of weeks ago. So thank you so much, Julius, who cut the release. Included security patches, upgrade components, and also pipelines 2.5 and bug fixes. With that, right now we are looking into Kubeflow 1.11. So with Kubeflow 1.11, so I tried to do a planning session yesterday, but because of the holiday and everything, only a few people joined. So that meeting was it got moved. So our next meeting, we will be doing the release planning meeting, and that is in June 9. So in that planning meeting, we will go over especially the team. We need to build the team for release 1.11. So if you are interested, in continue contributing, or if you haven't contributed and you are interested in contribute, that is the time. So just review. Just join and think about. We did a quick review yesterday, and we will review the different roles. But the different roles are like, for example, the next release manager. If you want to be release manager for 1.12, we also need the liaisons that I hope I can come with all of you again. But if someone else also wants to join some of the current liaisons, or if you want to be product manager or testing lead or document lead. So there are many positions. As you see a gap, like, hey, maybe can I help with this other thing that we haven't done on the past? So that is the time. We also will be reviewing the timelines for the release. And then the idea is to do after that meeting in 2 weeks after that, do a roadmap discussion. So that's the plan. So please join us on June 9. I hope everyone can join so we can start kicking off the release for 1.11. And that's all I have. Thank you.
In terms of timeline, make sure that we're not trying to release it before we have something to release, because I think we're waiting a bit for the graduate. We're trying to spend as much time doing graduation rather than release right now, in addition to only releasing once the next major, for example, Notebooks 2.0 and other things have releases ready to go, I think, right?
Okay. Yeah, I think the timeline is based on the handbook, so we will go over that. And I think once we discuss the roadmap, we'll have a more clear idea of how much work we need and how the teams feel within the timeline.
What I'm saying is that I think the KSC wanted us to wait, is what I'm trying to say. Like, we'd have to get confirmation from them, but like the intention is that we're not releasing anything right now. We're just working on graduating, like so that we focus the efforts of the community on that. Or we can be planning in the background, because I imagine there will be an 11 release, obviously, but who knows when it's going to be. I don't know. Just make sure that you reach out to Andre and other people just to make sure that we're not wasting time.
Yeah, so the discussions we had with Andre in this meeting were that we were not slowing down the release, and also the activities that you do in the graduation, like there's all the security, for example. If you apply new security best practices and changes in your source code, that would be part of the release, which is a great thing. But if you at some point have concerns about, I don't think I will be releasing this on the time frame, I think we need to have that discussion. But we still have some.
We need to know the timeline. That's what I'm saying. We need to like agree on the timeline, because we don't want to be pushing stuff really close to the KubeCon necessarily unless we have something to release then, or like what it's like.
Yeah.
Because we can push out patch releases. What I'm saying is, if there's problems, we can push out patch releases for 1.10. But like, the question is 1.11, I think, is meant to be like new stuff, right? So who knows when? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's not my call to make. It's just a.
Yeah. It's all the working groups. Yeah, seeing how much they will have. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't know. So I don't unless you've got something else to add for that.
No, thank you.
Okay. I don't know. Someone wanted to add a topic here. We won't. Is this something that is this a question for a specific working group, or is this?
No, actually, I added it. So since Valentina was here, just wanted to know, like, I'll be working on project 7, that is GPU testing. For project 12, Santosh, like one of the contributors, I was having discussion with him. So both of, like, basically project 12 will be dependent on project 7, which is my project. What Chase informed us is, like, from Oracle, there is a confirmation that
they'll be donating some of the infra. Just wanted to confirm that. Is it like what is the spec or like what is the timeline? I thought Jason would be here in the meet, but he's not here.
I think you guys can probably talk about that offline. So I'm gonna. Has anyone got anything else for the whole community? Otherwise, I'll stop the recording and we can give people half an hour back.
Yeah, Krish, let's continue on the Slack. And I know Andre,
Sure.
I think he's on PTO, so we'll continue that. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Anyone else got anything for the whole community? Obviously, I'll plug Notebooks 2.0 as always because we're always working on it. Notebooks 2.0 is coming out in hopefully before Keep Going, but we'll see. So we are currently working on it. There's lots of people actively working on it. We meet every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific to talk in the Notebooks meetings. I think there's lots of links down here I can copy and paste, but we're always needing people to help out. Let me find it. Well, it'll be in one of these. Okay. Wow. What's happening here? Where is highlighted? I've lost it. Okay. Well, I'm losing stuff. Where is it? There it is. We used to have. Okay, there we go. Here's a link. Okay, and so if you want to help out, please do. We're not quite ready for beta testing yet, but we are developing. So if you're a Go developer, backend developer, or anything else, and you want to contribute to Kubeflow and you have time to do so, please join our meetings on Thursdays or join our Slack channel and have a chat on the Kubeflows-notebooks. Anyone else want to give a plug to anything? Cool. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to stop the recording. People feel free to stay and chat if they want.